Hey, okay, so you're going to be working on this with Mr. Caldwell today, but I'll give you a little bit of an overview before you get started. You're going to be working on student book pages 248 and 49 today. We are going to be learning about fractions, using fractions of a mile. So this is a fun one, actually. I'm not going to show you too much because I don't want to mess up your good time. So just want to explain a couple things. Looking at the slide, what do you notice? I notice there are some backpacking hikers on the end. What else do you notice? Something you notice there's a 0, you notice there's a 1, and on this line I notice that this line has a little tally mark or tick mark halfway between 0 and 1, which means if I was going to mark this number line point, it would be 1/2. Let me see if I can figure out how to do that. Hold on. Okay, I figured it out. So what I would do is I would take, let's see if I actually figured it out. I would say that this is half of this number line because there are two parts. This is one part and this whole thing here is another part. So what else do you notice? Lots of things, right? Which number line is broken up into the most parts? This one down here. How many parts? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That means that each section is 1/8. 1 out of 8. If you have 2 of these, you have 2 out of 8. Fractions on a number line. Let's see what the next slide looks like. Let's see. There we go. So these are things these students noticed. You should uncover these and see what they have to say. Let's go down and see what's next. Hike 1, equal parts. Imagine that this number line is a hiking trail that is 1 mile long. These hikers are trying to figure out how many equal parts there are on the trail. If you agree with what a hiker says, place a check mark next to them. If you disagree, put an X. So you're going to drag these, right, over to this guy says, so you're going to read each slide just like this. I notice 4 tick marks on the number line. That means there are 4 equal parts. Are there 4 equal parts to this number line? If you think yes, put this check mark on top of this guy. If you think no, put the X on top of the guy. He says, I counted 3 sections between the tick marks. That means there are 3 equal parts on the trail. Do you agree or disagree? If you agree, put the green check mark on this guy. If you disagree, put the X. Let's see. Remove the covers to see. Oh, wait a minute. Did we go beyond one? No, we didn't. Okay, imagine the number line is a trail that is 1 mile long. So here's the mile. Here's where you start. Here's where they started. Here's where they end. What fraction of the mile did the pink hiker walk? And what about the blue hiker? You have to think about, we're assuming that these are equal parts. You're going to write in these green boxes, how far did this guy get versus how far did this guy get? And then you can check your answers. So each slide has a different question about how far the hikers are going. You're gonna work on this. Then this one, hike 5, is fun. So 3 hikers got lost on these trails. Can you help find them? One hiker walked 4/6 of a mile. You got to figure out which one of these number lines has sixths. How do you do that? You count how many equal parts there are. If there are 6, then that is the number line this hiker got lost on. And then you have to figure out where is the 4th sixth. One walked 3/4 of a mile. You're just going to click on these boxes to look and see, are you right? Remove the covers at 4/6, 3/4, and 5/8. This one's fun. It's like a little scavenger hunt. Now you're going to put the hikers where they belong. These are equivalent fractions. These, I know they're equivalent because at the halfway point, each mark is exactly the same spot. But we wouldn't write the same fraction. How many parts is this fraction? That goes in the denominator. All right. So work through these slides, do your very best. Let's see. And then we're going to also work on a student book page today.